I often hear of dungeon masters and players lament the slow death of their campaigns. Players will cancel last minute, dungeon masters will burn out, and it feels like they're trapped in this never-ending cycle of get inspired to create a new game, roll up some new PCs, play them for just a couple of sessions, toss them aside, rinse and repeat. Cancellations, burnout, and the 6-session campaign are symptoms of a broken system, the prevailing style in tabletop role-playing games. Industry giants and PDF peddlers promise long-lasting campaigns if you would just follow their well-intentioned, but terrible advice. We're told to create emotionally complex characters with ideals that they cling to, bonds that they would die for, and flaws that ground them in humanity. We're told to write backstories that motivate PCs and connect them to the campaign world. It takes time and energy to build these characters, and players rightfully get invested. They become your sole interface with the game world, but when a PC dies, that player must restart this process, but this time unexpectedly, without the time to craft something that they care about. And if they do take that time, they miss a significant part of the game night. It doesn't really work. Dungeon masters are urged to craft thrilling narratives with interesting NPCs and worlds full of magic and wonder. Now, creative DMs find this fulfilling, but their efforts are often ignored or discarded. Which NPCs players latch onto is a mystery, even to experts. Did you write a compelling spy cloaked in intrigue with vital information for the party's mission? Well, too bad. Snot, the goblin janitor you just improvised, is their new best friend. This is hilarious and endearing, but when viewed through the lens of the campaign narrative, it quickly leads to burnout. If the DM writes a story for the adventurers, they assume 1, that the players are interested in that story, and 2, if they aren't, they'll humor the DM because it would be rude not to. Conventional advice pushes DMs to use challenge rating for perfectly balanced combat encounters, testing players' ingenuity and prowess, taxing their resources, but with the heroes always prevailing, all while still feeling believable. Encounter balance dominates the dungeon master's mind, as players are expected to win, or at least have a chance to. No one wants to wait hours at the theme park just to find that the ride's unfinishable. Experts suggest ending sessions on cliffhangers to build tension and excitement for the next game night, but this often backfires. Players miss sessions, creating narrative paradoxes, like do they vanish, or do they just remain quiet in the background? Does another player or the DM control that PC? None of these work well. Stopping time between sessions does just that. It stops your game. Players stop thinking about the world, stop caring for the week, and the group chat stays silent until the day of the next session when the inevitable last-minute cancellation reminds everyone that there was a game in the first place. There's an unspoken expectation that dungeon masters will guide the heroes through to an epic finale, exploring each of their backstories by shifting the spotlight from player to player, giving everyone a chance to shine. We've seen it on live plays like Critical Role and Dimension 20, and we crave it for ourselves. Individually, each of these issues could kill your campaign's momentum, but together, they spell out doom. What's the common thread? Well, it's that the focus is on the player characters. For decades, this player-centered trend has been killing campaigns. The purpose of a system is what it does. But it's not all gloom and doom. I'm offering a fix that's worked for me for over 2.5 years. And it starts by shifting the focus away from the dungeon master's vision and the player character's Tolkien-esque aspirations towards the world as the main character. This creates a different style of game, no longer centered on one group of scrappy adventurers and their shenanigans. We do this with strict timekeeping. The easiest method is one-to-one time. It states that in between sessions, every day that passes in the real world, one day also passes in the game world. This system has resurfaced on X thanks to the Arcane library's wildly popular Kickstarter, The Western Reaches. But sadly, it is still grossly misunderstood, and just by suggesting it, people start screaming about how Gary never played that way, or no one ever used that, or we always played that way, or this isn't helpful advice. All I ask is that you hear me out and examine the system, and not the rhetoric. With one-to-one time, there's no single main group of PCs. players run multiple characters, each building power and influence independently. Why? Because you must account for the time activities take. During the session, you don't track one-to-one. It's only for in-between sessions. For example, on Friday night, you start on Friday's date in the real-world calendar. The party seeks the king. They travel for a few days, resolved in just a couple of minutes with some dice rolls, arriving at the capital on Monday. Tuesday, they form alliances, gear up, and meet the royals for a quest. They travel to the monster's lair, defeat it, and return by Saturday to collect their reward, ending the session there. 8 game days have passed in just 4 hours at the table. Those characters can't be played until the real-world calendar catches up to them. The players need new characters for the next Friday. They can try a different class or alignment, engaging the world in a completely new way. It works for small or large tables, because players shouldn't fixate on just one PC. We've seen what that does. Instead, they impact the world with evil and good characters, wizards and barbarians, increasing campaign longevity through engagement with it. Take another example. The party helps elves with an owlbear problem in the nearby forest. They find and defeat it in one game day and then return. Everyone's PC is available for the next session, and that's how most of their sessions play out, just 1 or 2 game days, so they don't need one-to-one time, right? Wrong. Its purpose is a long-lasting campaign. Players cancel or tire of their PCs. We've seen it repeatedly in player-centered games. Imagine in this example, when everyone's cleaning up, the ranger player tells the DM he won't be able to attend next session. So he wants to use the pit fighting option in Xanathar's Guide to Everything so that his character can make some money and he doesn't lose that precious resource of time. The rogue player's feeling a bit bored, so he wants to try a bard for next session. So he uses the gambling option found in Xanathar's Guide to give his rogue something to do in downtime, and he rolls up a fresh PC for next week. Cancellations no longer derail the game. Also, running more than one PC relieves the sting of unexpected character death. In both examples given, these aren't no-lifers with endless free time. They're normal gamers like you and me who have decided to shift the focus of the campaign from themselves onto the game world. With one-to-one time, DMs ditch novel-sized narratives. They prep the map, dungeons scattered around, clues seeded, and random tables ready to roll. Forget balanced combat. Random encounters and reaction rolls turn fights into chaos, not choreographed dances. DMs can drop the overprep and need for control because encounters get wild, unbalanced, and brutal, and it's on the PCs to claw their way through it. Players strategize to maximize time, uncovering magic items and treasure. And in downtime, they craft scrolls, potions, and earn coin. Each PC invests between adventures to build power, unearth lore, and reveal secrets. Time moves slowly as players tackle weeks-long activities, yet flows quickly because the days keep rolling and every day offers a new chance for the players to engage. So, there you have it. Campaigns don't have to die after 6 sessions, crushed by cancellations, burnout, or the sting of a dead PC. The old system, obsessed with player characters, balanced fights, and the DM novellas, sets us up to fail. Its purpose is collapse. But one-to-one time offers you a way out of conventional play. The world takes the center stage, ticking forward day by day, packed with wild dungeons and brutal encounters. Players become obsessed with the game world as they pilot multiple PCs, dodging the pain of loss and boredom, while chasing treasure and power in a setting that never sleeps. Campaigns that utilize one-to-one time are incredibly fun and very long-lasting. After all, the purpose of a system is what it does.